Thank you. Thank you, Davia. I so appreciate you and so appreciate being here with all of you. I just want to double check one thing. Mary Beth, thumbs up. You got screen share and now you're big on the screen. If you could switch that, that'd be great. Mary Beth, let's just take one moment and we'll get the tech right. Mary Beth, you got it? All right, cool. And then you need to just switch the screen share. Hang on, bear with us. Davia, you've got screen share over to her, yes?
I think I did.
Yeah, she's saying no, sorry. There we go. It's your pretty face too, Mary Beth. Okay. This is always the fun part, right? All the tech fun.
This is the best part, right? When everybody.
All right, now it looks like we've got it.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, Mary Beth, good. And then can you highlight, do the screen pin share fun stuff? That'd be great. Because, so why she's figuring all that out. Yay, thank God for Mary Beth to be and part of this is so great because here's the truth about publicity. Here's the truth about putting yourself out there. Some things go right and some things take a moment. Everybody can get that, right? Right? And so this is the power of putting at your message right, getting yourself centered, creating it so that you always know where you're headed. And by the way, while this was happening, I'm sniffing my lemongrass, spraying my beautiful spray. It's just like, it is what is, right? And the truth in publicity is stuff happens. So you always got to be ready for anything, no matter what. And today I want to support you to blow your own horn, even when you feel like it's a kazoo, right? So come on, it's Monday, maybe it's a tougher day, whatever. But here's the truth, the media never waits and they work all the time. And you, my friend, see the star? You are stars. And the point is helping your stars escalate and elevate. And that's what I want to do with you today. And what we're going to do, just so you know, is I'm going to pour in some content to you. And I also want some time for Q&A. And I'll also let you know how you can continue to work with me. Sounds good? Thumbs up? We're good? All right, excellent. Now, here's the thing. I got to get my flowers out. Because my friend P.T. Barnum, you've heard of him, right? Thumbs up? Yes? A terrible thing happens without publicity. Nothing. So I have, can I just ask you, go ahead, Mary Beth, to the next one. Because here's the thing, and write this down. Please be prepared to write some notes today. I want to give you lots of good stuff. First is that publicity equals influence equals impact. And who likes M&Ms? Come on, show me. Who likes M&Ms? Yeah, well, guess what? I got 3 M&Ms for you because publicity helps you magnetize, monetize, and multiply. And I want to know, type it in the chat right now. What do you think publicity does? Type it in the chat. What do you think publicity does for you? Exposure, absolutely, and only the good kind, Jen. Magnetize, yes, thank you, Davia, for writing that down. Connection, Robin, absolutely. Get seen, thank you, Mina. Dana, visibility, yes. Kelly, expands your reach. Christy, credibility, absolutely. Perfect. Seen as an authority, absolutely, Mina. Jen, network opportunities, thank you. Elizabeth, help people find you, thank you. Trust factor, absolutely, Kelly. And I think especially, I just want to say to you, to all of you, that trust in today's world is really key. And we've also put on the screen exactly what publicity does for you, because what's interesting? I didn't actually hear from any of you that publicity gets you prospects. Who wants more prospects? Come on, who wants more prospects? Absolutely. Who wants more clients? Who wants more clients? Yes. More clients? Yes. Publicity is going to do that for you. It'll help you. Some of you I've heard sell books. It'll help you create clients, exposure, trust, pipeline, people who know you, like you, and more exposure in the marketplace. And I only mean the good kind, right? And so with that, my goal is to guarantee you success. And the power of what publicity does is gives that to you. Now, go ahead, because what I've done is I brought you some flowers from San Francisco, where I am, and I want you to plant your publicity garden, okay? And I want you to go ahead like this, just like this right now. Go ahead, even if you don't have a flower in your hand. Yes, you're gonna plant your publicity garden right now where you are right now, and then you're gonna think about 3, 6, and 9 months ahead. And we're gonna give you some great topics right during this time to actually plant this publicity garden so that your plants grow, right? How many of you think you can do this? Come on, give me a thumbs up. Yes, I know you can. I know you can. I'm going to give you some simple ways to get it done quickly. Go ahead, Mary Beth, because really what we're all about is we're all about your message. Now, do me a favor, type in the chat. What are the first 2 letters of message, please? First 2 letters, what are they? Type it in the chat. Me, yes, yes, yes. Thank you. And what are the last 4 letters of the word message? Last 4 letters. What is it? Sage. Yes, Suzanne. Yes, Dina, excuse me. Davia. Yes, sage. In the word message is me, sage. And in the word message is also mess. Now I'm going to help you avoid that today. And I'm going to give you the formula right now for how to get your message out quickly, simply, and effectively. And that is to create the problem today. What is the problem today? I want, people to know that and understand it so that it's simple and clear. Hang on one sec, my friends, one sec. Sorry, I was having a little kitty emergency. I'm back. Because the thing about your message is that we want to solve problems in the marketplace, right? And so your question is, what's the problem out there? Like, not what do you do? Because what do you do is called beat the chest publicity. What's the problem out there? And then give solutions, give real solutions quickly, simply, and effectively. So what do I mean by that? Well, I would say the problem today is 4 out of 5 businesses will go out of business because you have no clue how to create publicity without spending a fortune. I want to give you 3 guerrilla publicity tips today for how to get your message in the marketplace. The first way to get noticed is to create your ooh, ah factor. The second way is to create the I've heard of you somewhere syndrome. And the third way is focus on networking magic and show up in your communities at least twice a month for name and face recognition. And that, my friends, is my message. I can do it in maybe 12 seconds, 25 seconds. The point is that most media interviews put up the letter 4, the number, it's a number. Put up the number 4 because most media interviews are 4 minutes long. Oh my God, that's so quick. So with that, you got to get to the point. You got to do it fast. You got to deliver it quickly. And with that, what is the opportunity to get your name out there simply and effectively? Well, one way is to have the right message and identify the problem in the marketplace today. Yes. And so with that, let's go on, Mary Beth, because I want to show you some great ways to create what I like to call your ooh, ah factor. Okay, at the count of 3, I want you to take yourselves off mute. And at the count of 3, I want you to say ooh, ah factor. Are we ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Ah. Yes. And with that, wow, here we go. What can you be doing so that your ooh, ah factor is simple and effective? Now, for that, you have to use everything everything you've got. Everything you've got. Okay. What do I mean by that? I have a woman, she's a communications coach. We were doing wonderful messages with her about how to communicate effectively. And then Black Lives Matter, came onto the scene, media scene. And I said to her, let's switch your message. Let's switch your message to how to effectively communicate as a strong Black woman in today's time. And that's the message, my friends, that got her, well, like 4 media engagements that week, right? That week, which is a lot. So how can you use everything you've got? Your ethnicity, your religion, being a woman. March 8th is International Women's Day. We could be using that. Your story, how could you use everything you've got? Let me show you another client of mine. She's a self-published author, psychologist, and we were doing great stories about how to have great relationships. We switched it when COVID hit to how to be the quarantine Cupid. And that, my friends, is using everything you've got. Got her a WGN in Chicago, major station that was all about getting her visibility out in the marketplace, and increased her clients to 3 times just from that one interview, right? So who would like some of that? Yeah, would that be good? Would that be good? Woo, woo. Yes, yes. Now, is this making sense to you? Give me a double thumbs up if it is. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going, Mary Beth. So what I want to do is show you and take a picture of this screen. These are some topics that right now, remember the part about plant your flowers right now? This is a great way to do that. Health and mental health, right? Always a hot topic. Mindset, yes. Transformation, weight loss, goals, and activism. One of the women in my virtual publicity course is Asian American, and she owns a digital marketing agency. And she came in because, well, she wanted more prospects. She knew publicity would do that. And here's what's interesting. We were focusing on digital marketing, and then I looked across the Zoom and I said, being Filipino, what I'd like to encourage you to do is go out right now and let's do #StopAsianHate. That's going to be the story that's going to get you far more publicity. And by golly, it worked. She got not only, let's see, think about 6 or 7 actual publicity interviews that week, but she also got 2 speaking engagements that got booked immediately because of it, and a 35% increase in her clients. So, yes, I want you to measure ROI because I want you to have ROI on publicity. And, these are some topics right now that I'm telling you that are working really good. Alternative healing and real estate. Consultant. Who's a consultant on the call or does any consulting? Let me see, raise your hand. Okay, great. Because that, and how about money? Anybody having to do with anything around money, whether it's coaching, anything? And by the way, my, people who are in the intuitive arts, who are doing human design, who are doing any of that, anything of this can relate to that, just saying. And then even coaching, like people who are coaches or doing that right now, guess what? Because of the Great Resignation and people quitting their jobs left, right, and center, we have opportunities to do more of that right now. So let me just see if you could please, and raise your hand if any of these topics you could use. Let me see, keep them up for just a moment while I take a peek. And if you're offline, yeah, give me a thumbs up, hands up. Yeah. Thank you. That's almost 100%. I love that. And if your hand isn't up, I probably want to hear from you some things during the Q&A, and let's find out how we can get your hand up, because what I know is all of these topics are really good for all of you. Okay, let's go next, Mary Beth. Here are some great visibility building activities. These work really well to get your name out there in the community quickly and effectively. One is to network more, to follow reporters on social media. Particularly Twitter is a great place where reporters tend to hang out. Sign up for Google Alerts and go to nationaldaycalendar.com. Mary Beth, would you put the link for nationaldaycalendar.com in the, thank you, in the chat, and take a peek at that and see which ones could be better for all of you. Then go to iTunes and look to see what podcasts could be excellent for you. Blog Talk Radio and helpareporter.com. These are all completely free and opportunities for you to get your name out there quickly and effectively. Give me a thumbs up if, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Give me a thumbs up. Woo, woo. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, let's go on. I want to show you how I use the Prophet of Kindness. This is my latest book, number 4. And Davia, you had mentioned this in the intro. And, you know, as much as I'd love to say, woo, I wrote a book and that's what's gotten me great publicity, the truth is we push the right button. So do me a favor, each one of you, put your finger right into the screen. Go ahead, right into the screen right now. I can see you. Beautiful, beautiful, thank you. That's called push the right button. And we decided that the right button was the divided states of America. That was the problem today, right? And with that, my friends, finding the right button created 7 market TV shows, including Fox News in Oakland, Sacramento, as well as Arizona, Las Vegas, and CBS News Morning Show in Virginia, all kinds of wonderful things. Inc. magazine twice and Forbes magazine twice. And I do practice what I preach because I need to know what works in the marketplace. So understand that I'm doing things in front of you to make sure that they work, right? And if you look at the screen, the bottom third is actually only a third of some of the media we got. Well, the thing about the Prophet of Kindness is God planted a seed in my heart. And that was to start kindness circles. And so I did. I actually, we're in our 2nd year of kindness. We have over 200 people in the community, and I'd love to, if I may, invite you to participate with us. We would love for you to come. We do monthly circles where we gather and we give and receive kindness to each other. It's very profound, very powerful. Lots of leads are generated. One woman just told me she closed a $2,000 client. So I'm really big on that. And we have amazing thought leaders who come in, like Bob Berg, who wrote The Go-Giver. Anyone hear of him? Yes? Beautiful. Yeah, he's wonderful. John Asseroff. I mean, leaders in all kinds of areas and industries. And they give like 10 minutes and we go into at least 2 circles and it's an hour on Zoom. How wonderful is that? To share kindness and to keep that in your life. So Mary Beth is posting it in the chat. Just click that. Come join us for our year of kindness. It would be wonderful to have you. So here's the thing about kindness. And on the left side, by the way, is the book, The Prophet of Kindness in India. We've actually gotten it in India. And on the right is The Prophet of Kindness in Russia. Yes? And how exciting is that, that we are spreading kindness around the globe. Now, I'd love to share with you what Entrepreneur Magazine said when I wrote Guerilla Publicity, and this is 3rd edition. We've sold 80,000 copies because I do what I tell people to do, and that is stay in the game of publicity, my friends. Honestly, an hour a week will do it, I promise you, doing some of those visibility building activities. So I want to share with you some of the things that the editor of Entrepreneur Magazine said. She said, well, you know, for June, production is March. Look at that, right? And for June, Entrepreneur Magazine, the writer's deadline is January. Now, do me a favor, hold up your fingers. How much in advance should you be planting seeds? Let's do it. 3, let me see your fingers. 3, yes. Now 6, yes. Now 9, yes, beautiful. 3, 6, and 9 months ahead, you are planting seeds so that your beautiful gardens grow. Yes. And Mina, wonderful. Please tell your parents to go out and get Prophet of Kindness. It's so appreciated. And you're planting seeds all the time continuously. Now, by the way, start getting your questions ready because I want to be able to answer some specific questions from all of you. But before I do, I want to tell you a couple things. One is when the media says, can you talk about this? Can anyone guess? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Take yourself off mute and tell me. What are you going to say?
Yes.
Yes.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Gold stars to all of you. Yes, yes. you're always going to say yes. That's really a key. Yes. And with a yes, you want to be telling people the opportunity to, whatever they're asking you in media, you, my friends, are going to say yes. And that's really important. Now, I want to take some questions. Who's got questions, by the way? Raise your hand just so I can see in advance how many questions we're dealing with. I can help you with your message. I can support you with your specific questions. That'll be good. So raise your hand in advance so we know that. You can also post them in the chat. And while you're putting together your questions, Davia asked me to let you know about how you can continue to work with me. And that is that I know that people sometimes don't know where to get started with publicity or how to have a system that actually works. So what I did, and Mary Beth, can you go ahead and show the slide? What I did was I created the Publicity Crash Course. It's a simple one-day virtual interactive get it done course. And literally to guarantee your success, that's my goal in this course. We're going to, in one day, craft your message so that the public and press will embrace it, right? You're going to actually leave with 3 documents, 3 of them. We're rolling up our sleeves, my friends, and getting your publicity done. And I'm big on system. Who likes systems? Anyone? Give me a double thumbs up if you like systems. Yes. Well, in this course, we're going to do a 30, 60, and 90-day system, literally, to get your press done. And I'm going to pour into you wonderful, get it done. And here's the super fun thing about the course. It's interactive. It'll fly by. People are like, whoa, what's going to happen? And I'm going to guarantee your success that you will so love this. You will start attracting new free business, guaranteed, really quickly right after it, because your mind is going to be expanded. And if all you got was 1 new client from this, do you think it would be worth it? 1 new client? Yes? Yes. Well, great. Guess what? Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. And yes, it is a group course. It's small group. Okay. So they do sell out, and you'll find out why, because the truth is, again, you're doing 3 documents. You'll have templates you can use for any launch, any subject, anything you need, anything you're working on, and a 30, 60, and 90-day publicity success system. And fun thing, we're doing it right there in the course, right there. We're writing it, we're getting it done. You don't have to keep thinking about it. So super good news for all of you. I'll just tell you, this course used to be over $1,000 because of COVID, because we don't have to travel, because it's all on Zoom. Now it's only $197. And again, it's an intimate course, meaning small group. It does sell out. You can hold your QR code, your phone up and grab the QR code, or you can go into the chat. It is publicitycrashcourse.com. And the code is stay visible, all lowercase, and you choose a date that works for you. Again, if for whatever reason one of those doesn't, just sign up for one and we'll move you over into what does. But most importantly, you are going to get your publicity done. And that's what I'm intending for you, is supporting you to use this in very practical ways. And most importantly, as you can probably tell from me, it's a very practical course. And most importantly, it's get it done. So, and it's fun too, just saying, we have a lot of fun. So I'm inviting you in, click the link, it's in the chat. And so look forward to supporting you on your PR journey. All right, so here's what I'd love to do next is answer some of your questions. How may I help you? How may I help you? And also Mary Beth's gonna post in the chat a schedule link if you wanna talk to me about anything else for you, feel free to schedule a call. And I'd like to find out, how can I help you? Raise your hand. Do you have questions? Would you like to try your message with me? How can I support you best right now? Raise your hand in the Hollywood Square or raise your hand in the chat. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. Okay, Suzanne, I see your hand raised. Please.
I have 2 businesses. One is more, I guess, global, if you want to call it that, and the other is more local. So I'm a little, I don't know exactly how to manage that.
Okay, good. So here's my general thing. First of all, are they completely different businesses?
No. Well, no, they're two different LLCs, two different niches.
Okay, so first you want to identify the market, who would be in those different niches. And
Yeah.
then my question would be, what are they reading? What are they watching? What are they listening to? And then zoom in on that particularly.
Okay.
So, you know, let's just say it's women, then we probably want women's media, right? We want women's, any kind of podcasts surrounding them. We want, you know, that kind of thing, right? And I
Yeah.
would recommend to you that you specifically orient toward the media that is orienting toward you. Now, if it's bigger, let's say small business owners or coaches or consultants, I'm just kind of grouping people, right? I have people who've been in my virtual publicity course, they sell oils, essential oils as an example. Well, that's a product. Okay, so who's gonna use that product? Or I have direct salespeople, and maybe again, who's gonna use that product? If you're particularly a service provider, who is most interested to connect and work with you? That's what we always want to know. Does that make sense, Suzanne?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the question is, what are they watching? What are they listening? What are they showing? And especially in my course, we're going to focus on message first, because message is key, and you all need to know what your message is. I think that will make a big difference for many of you. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Mary Beth, put my free gift in there too, would be great, because we have an awesome action guide to support you in getting your publicity done. So we'd love to have you as part of that too. Does anybody else have a question? Raise your hand or raise your hand in the chat. Happy to help. How can I help you? Elizabeth, thank you.
Yeah, so I saw your example of Entrepreneur Magazine. Do you have do you have recommendations of magazines that we could like approach and like send information to try to get in them?
Yeah, you know, usually, and this is the other thing, there's media directories, so to speak. You often just buy them is really the best and easiest way. So, you know, Cision is one of them, but it's very expensive. And I actually have somebody that, Mary Beth, can you private chat her who we use in the publicity course? And frankly, you just buy a list from him. It's $300 usually. And you say, okay, I want all of the fill in the blank for, you know, whether it's, again, maybe it's a local, like Suzanne said, she's serving a neighborhood or, you know, her local community. So it would be Raleigh, North Carolina, you know, all the media in Raleigh, North Carolina and surrounding areas, just making that up, right? Or if it's a particular niche. So, you know, my general one is small business owners. I always like those because frankly, most of you, is it true? Raise your hand if most of you are serving small business owners. Yes? Okay, great. So that might be easy to start with. Okay, so I think that would be really good. And starting with podcasts is also really much simpler. So I think that'd be great. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. You know, the power of publicity is putting your name out there consistently, and write these words down. You need to be consistent and persistent. And that means, yeah, about an hour a week. I mean, those of you who come in to my virtual publicity course, you're going to see we're going to have systems for 30, 60, and 90 days, just making it simple and easy. But my focus is consistency. And when you're consistent and persistent, that's going to power your business. And of course, Davia, as you know, kindness does too. And we love Davia, don't we? Can we give Davia like hugs and embraces and hearts? Here's, wait, I got to get my heart. And hearts, yes, there you go. Yes, for all that you do for everyone. I know you do so much, and she provides a great context for all of you to be part of. So thank you, Davia, for that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you being here today and seeing you out in business and out in the world, really committing yourself to consistent actions. And I look forward to helping you in any way I can. Stay out there from a public relations perspective, from a kindness perspective, and putting your name out there, because here's the thing. Your message matters, right? Your star matters. Your light matters in the world. And my friends, you're the ones that they're waiting for, because your message matters. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to supporting you more.
Thanks so much, Jill. I couldn't have said that better myself. Your message matters, everyone. It really, really does. And a lot of the times we think, oh, we're just doing the thing that we're doing, the thing that we feel passion for. But I am here to tell you, and Jill is too, that you have been called to share this message. There's a reason why when you get up in the morning, you feel the way you feel about getting into work and getting started working with your clients and doing the thing that you do. There is a reason you've been called to this message. And so how dare you not get the word out? How dare you not share it with a wider audience? You've been called, you've got to answer the call. And our theme for Ladies Power Lunch for 2022 is visibility. And my intention with every single one of our monthly meetings, our summits, our free gift Fridays, our coffee breaks, is to bring you people, bring you the experts who can help you get that message out. So you've been given a very wonderful, and I would have to say very generous invitation to join Jill on her next journey with her next publicity crash course. And I invite you guys to definitely take advantage of that. All right. Thank you so much, Jill. And also thank you, Mary Beth, for taking care of the behind the scenes on that. That was wonderful.